Got to get you in here. We are live. It says, man.
All right.
Let me sit my ass down.
Let me go.
Damn, I need a lighter. You got a lighter?
Live. I got one. I can grab one.
In the room, right?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome, people.
Okay. Got that live chat. Let me share this on the page.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go to want to talk about it.
I forgot to grab the lapel mics. Next time. Was running late. Had to grab some dang grass seed. What's up? Welcome. Karmic Dez. We have Retro Gaming Dojo. And we have
Chris.
Gotta Google them. You've got to fucking Google them. Let me get the camera more centered.
It's real shit out here. Please. And if you are watching, just share the link to the live on the page.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, bet. That's a really good idea because we should have moved that last time.
You should probably share it on your actual personal Facebook as well, sir.
My tablet is in the room. I'll grab a tablet in a second, but let's go ahead and get this episode started. Today we got, of course, current events for you. We've got the main topic, which is going to be the uptick in school violence. Is that what we're?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Definitely, for sure.
So we're definitely talking about some of the school issues there. There's been some headlines in our neighborhood that we want to kind of address, I guess, as a team here to kind of get our voices out there and talked about, and maybe we have a perspective that y'all haven't come across before. So we're going to be covering those things, and Retro Gaming Dojo's introduced, Chris is introduced, I'm introduced, and we got current events. So we're going to pop that off while I grab my tablet and give y'all the link for the Facebook page.
Awesome. Okay, so I just want to touch on this real quick. I don't want to get super heavy into the political space, but there has been a ongoing filibuster by Senator Cory Booker.
Well, it's 16 hours and going?
No, it's in hour 20 now.
Okay. Well, last I checked out.
Yeah, last I checked, it was at a little under 20. I want to say like 18. And I was around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I think he's trying to go for the whole 24 hours. And he's just really been just calling out all the stuff that's going on with the Republican Party currently. And
it's a lot to call out.
Yes, there is.
You can fit in 24 hours.
Funding that's been cut and programs they're trying to get rid of and downsize. All the kind of stupid decisions they've been making, things of that nature. So I know for me personally, it's a good step for the Democratic Party because they've been kind of silent on a lot of what's been going on. And for me, there's been a lot of performative talking, like with no action. Okay, you're just talking about stuff. Why aren't you trying to put forth some opposing bills? Why aren't you doing like what is happening now?
Yeah.
Hold up things in Congress. So like,
but they were trying to grasp the straws, see if they're going to throw stuff at the wall.
Yeah, so
they found it.
Yeah, so I'm glad this happened. It looks like they're actually trying to do something now. I don't know where it's going to go, but
hopefully it gets some kind of traction, momentum.
Yeah,
both for sure.
While there are some things that I can say I do appreciate about what's going on, the Doge finding out all the corruption and exposing it. I appreciate it, but I also know that it's not coming from a place where it's trying to help the American people. I know it's not for that reason.
It's the Wizard of Oz technique.
Yeah.
Like you show them what you want them to see.
Exactly.
Behind the curtain is the real shit.
Yeah, we're doing some crooked shit in the background.
Oh yeah, they're getting that money in. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You keep talking about this magical return we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Money in the bank is bigger than talk. Even if the money does go in the bank, there's more out there than what you're giving.
Exactly. There's a lot of funding that they're saying they're cutting and saving. I'm like, where's all this money going to go that you're saving?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What infrastructure are we
going to be completely transparent about all this?
Exactly. No, and obviously they're not. because they're not
You
saying.
saved 53 trillion, but only 12 billion are going to be redistributed to this type of environment.
Yeah, exactly. Where's
Where's the rest
the risk going?
Yeah. How much are they getting paid to do all this help?
Oh,
what
it's
are they
all-
learning?
It's all
They were about
It's
Pulaski and squad getting
Yeah.
like inside trader. What about this? There's some huge
Got the links.
free information.
Put
I'm
out
getting.
there. Oh,
awesome.
what
Yeah,
are
I do
these?
agree. The Doge thing is good, but
It's also bad.
Those Doge?
yeah.
Yeah, I just mentioned Cory Booker and this filibuster that's going on right now, and then I kind of,
He's still filibustering?
as far as I have to check now, see if he's still active or doing that.
You know they made a movie about that about
Term-
filibuster back in the black and white era. A little after To Kill a Mockingbird, there's an actual movie about a filibuster.
That's
Yes.
It's
crazy.
It's extremely boring.
Who, I was about to say, who's the
I
man?
have to take it out. As a kid and one of the sick days, my mom was like, "Hey, you should watch this history." And I was like, "Why?" And
Okay, so all right, so yeah. Also another thing with the Cory Booker thing, and apparently he broke the speech record for the filibuster.
Nice.
Are you telling me he broke the speech record?
Hold on. This is serious. The last record that was set was held by a Republican senator during the passing of the Civil Rights Act. He was trying to stop that from happening, and he held a filibuster for 24 hours to stop the Civil Rights Act from getting passed.
I think I know.
So
I
Cory
know
Booker
that.
just broke that record. So good shit.
Yeah, that's something to go down in history for.
Because fuck that guy.
That's fair.
I'm just so against the Civil Rights Act. Fuck this. You can't pass it.
You know what else grinds my gears?
Mind you, that senator, and this was something I was looking at earlier, that senator had been someone who had been alive at the time. He was, let's see, in his, how old did they say he was? They said he retired in 2003, and he was in his 90s.
He fought civil rights until 2003. God,
This was a guy that,
talk about never die spirit.
I was like,
He was really about that life.
so if you think about that, and it's like
40 years, man.
if you think about somebody who fought that hard to keep that from getting passed, and he got out of office in 2003. This was something that got passed in the 60s. This nigga was still in office? I'm like, bro, you can't tell me you didn't have some fucking racist fucking politicians for a long ass time, bro. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All these old fucking fucks, man. But anyway, what else? What's been going on in the world?
I seen that Denzel Washington, Ryan Coogler dropped some things about what role he'll play in Black Panther
I
3.
wanted him to play Magneto for like 8 years.
I would love to see it.
Magneto, and then Gustavo from Breaking Bad. I forget his name right now. The one who played also Star Wars.
You brought it up last time.
You know Breaking Bad? You know that show?
I didn't get a
Talking
chance
about
to think about
the
it.
Chicken Man.
I thought you were talking about the black brother, light skinned dude. You're
Well,
talking about
he,
somebody else.
The one that you and I had seen at the Comic-Con a long time ago.
Oh yeah. He was in Brave New World.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm saying he ain't obviously going to do it, but I would want him to be Professor X.
I mean, we race swapped them. Those would be
And
good
then you can
actors.
do MLK and...
Yeah, those would be great actors if you race swapped them. Hell yeah, it'd be great.
And, you know, it...
But in this cultural climate, that would go down like a wet fire.
Hey, man, but you can always clean up...
I think
work.
Denzel make it. I think Denzel.
No.
I think Denzel. I don't think he'd get a lot of flack.
If he's a Black Panther and doesn't
I'm
say
telling you, if they
King
did that,
Khonjo,
if they did that, man, boy, these motherfuckers would come out the woodwork. Shut up, black! I'm telling you, bro. You would see it. You would see it, bro.
that guy will roll out in his grave from the Senate.
You'll see it. That should be crazy, bro.
Who ordered Magneto black?
I'm so tired of this DEI, bro.
Why is Magneto blackface? Like, okay. You guys going too fucking far.
You know, boy, it would come out. How the fuck is Denzel playing Magneto when he's fucking Jewish?
How the fuck?
And then someone's like, he's a Hebrew Israelite.
Damn.
What's today's mathematics?
Oh shit!
Do the knowledge.
How did Tom Cruise play The Last Samurai? Like Paul Mooney said, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? How did Matt Damon? Matt Damon was something.
I mean,
How did Brad Pitt play the Mexican?
Oh yeah.
I thought the Mexican was actually the gun in the movie.
I didn't see the movie, but I know he was in the movie called The Mexican.
He's in the movie, but the Mexican
Yeah,
was the
that's the
actual
gun.
pistol.
But it's still funny to hit on.
Didn't it take place in Mexico?
It did.
Often you see Brad Pitt's in Mexico. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I mean, white people are in Cancun all the
White
time,
people
bro.
are everywhere.
Yeah, they're usually falling over, getting their liver harvested.
Hostel 2.
Getting kidnapped by the cartel.
You think after the first Hostel, you wouldn't go to the Hostel, the exact same one.
The second one, that storyline was dope. I was like, at first I was skeptical. I was like, how is this happening again? But then I was like, wait, he sold his fruit. That's fucked up, but okay.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I ain't seen part 2, like you said.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I watch the same shit? Like, why?
Man, I feel like that about the Saw movies.
Oh, come
Well,
on, man.
Saw
Yeah, up to a point, right?
No, it's dead now.
Up to a certain point.
Literally after Saw 2, we're done.
Third one was
After Saw
you gotta
2,
go up to
we're
5,
done.
bro. You gotta go up to 5. Oh shit.
The guy stepped down. He had a successor. You telling me this old fuck is doing like no? Stop.
You gotta go up to 5 because there's backstory.
I know.
And then you had Chris Rock.
Spiral.
No, I'm talking about Spiral right now.
I like the idea of Spiral. I don't know
I
if
did
it was
too.
good, but I did like the
And
idea.
it was a good play.
Like, we'll do the opposite side of the story.
I
with the
liked
cop
it.
that's trying to investigate. I didn't.
It wasn't Saw. It wasn't Jigsaw. Then there was that. What else did I see? I think I had wrote something else down. Saw something.
Oh, but who did he say that Denzel was supposed to be playing?
Oh, yeah, February 2027 is the release date they're looking at, and he's narrowed the role down to Magneto or some other character. I can't remember.
Oh, so he actually did say Magneto.
I believe I want to say that, but the speculating, the speculated.
While
Speculators.
Yeah.
I know that Denzel would be able to do an excellent job, I don't want to see that. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't want to see Denzel as Magneto?
I don't.
Because it's his last time, right? You want to see him continuing to be Magneto as opposed to a one shot, right?
That is the thing. He has said that he wants to retire, but that could be a ploy. So, Denzel's going to retire. We got to get him. Oh, no, we got to get him. Who wants to pay me the most money?
Get as much work as I can.
But it does seem like he's doing roles that are out of the range that he's been doing.
When I
saw Gladiator 2, I was like, huh? What? Good, though.
I mean,
movie shit, but he
yeah, I just personally don't want to see that character with Ray swapped. I'm going to be honest. I don't.
Okay.
That's just me.
I thought it would modernize it, but I do see what you're getting at, though.
Yeah, his whole background is, Auschwitz, Jew, World War II. Like, that's a big part of Magneto as a character.
But yeah.
So I don't want to see that changed.
That's the other current events.
I mean, I guess you could do a variant if they specifically say that. I don't know how they change his background to make that work.
And then
At that point,
Dr. Strange's portal opens up and RDJ rolls through. That's from
So-
Tropic Thunder.
and Gangsta Denzel.
So this is current events and tie in with the theories and whatnot. So current events wise, did y'all see the casting for Doomsday released?
Yeah.
Did it?
All the X-Men and everything. Well,
We were
majority.
talking
It's
about
like
that
30
off
fucking
camera.
people. 30 fucking actual characters.
They got to get killed, bro.
There's some teams. There's the New Avengers team.
I'm mad chance
There's,
he's gonna die in his first
Fantastic
appearance as
Four.
Gambit in like a regular film.
But I don't.
But he was great in Deadpool. So hey,
He's
I feel like
he's got that.
You feel like he's gonna die?
He's not gonna make a name for himself in this movie.
No, you already done made it.
I don't see half the cast coming back after the reboot. Though.
What I was telling Hook earlier is that they brought back so many X-Men names. They haven't had the chance to do the Doom character development for the normal person, not the fans.
We don't know
how to fear him.
Build up to him,
Thanos had a bunch of stuff, and people feared him, and they worked for him.
We don't have a whole season of Loki to build up Kang we do with Doom.
So if you bring in Doom and all these characters that we already knew from the X-Men and stuff, and he just mops the floor with them in different ways, right? Mind-numbing, skull-bashing.
I think Doomsday is literally just going to be him killing everybody. Systematically through the film.
I'm thinking differently.
Who's all on?
They're going to start with Kang.
616.
We're going to start with Kang.
Because D. Strange is gone.
And then he's going to be taking out everyone else.
Dormammu's going to help us.
So
I think Doctor Strange is going to flip Dormammu at least to try and handle.
They still got to deal with the whole Clea thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's his daughter.
I think that's going to be something separate. I think Dormammu's going to be completely unaffected.
I want to see Dormammu and Doom go at it, bro. So badly.
It wouldn't be right now because Doom at this point is not. He would have to be God Doom for that to happen.
And that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen in Doomsday. See, it's something just like I get these flashes. Something in my mind just happened.
I agree. I don't think you're going to see Doom doing anything super crazy. I think until I know for sure that he's going to be killing people, but it's not going to be like, oh, I'm doing so powerful. It's going to be scheming.
Yeah, a friend of mine thinks
like they'll establish him killing Kang to show that he is powerful, but when he's going against all these teams, it's going to be some elaborate scheme.
I don't think we're going to get the teams until the end. And that's where I'm getting. I think this is going to be the movie where we finally develop. This is going to be that story for how we get Doctor Doom.
Yeah, because RDJ is not going to be the Doctor Doom for 616.
Yeah, he's going to be Victor. So he's going to be doing all this shit as not Victor.
I think he was that missing.
Yeah, Victor. He's going to be doing all this shit as Victor Von Doom.
I think in that universe, him and Mr. Fantastic got over.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He's going to be in the Fantastic Four movie.
Yes. They haven't said how much or anything, but he's
going to be introduced in that film.
So remember in the comic, there's a comic where Doctor Doom is actually Tony Stark, and Tony Stark is actually Doctor Doom. They switch bodies and whatnot. But I think they're going to kind of go, instead of actually switching bodies, them being switched at kind of like birth or something to that effect, right?
That would work.
I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to have because Doom has a scar face, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to establish that extremely early. You're going to have a younger Doom get fucked up, and then you're going to have RDJ with prosthetics. So he's not going to look exactly like he does as Tony Stark. And we're just
going to run Stark Industries.
No, he's going to be Doctor Doom. They're not going to do that. It's just going to be Doom, Latveria, all that other shit. But we're going to disfigure RDJ as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So we can get straight to fucked up face, mask, all this other shit. You know he's the guy underneath the suit.
Yeah.
I think that's how they're going to handle it. We're not going to stretch out Doom like they did in the old Fantastic movies.
Like basically made Doom in the 4.
Where he's a pretty boy for the whole fucking film, and then he puts the mask on and they fucking in. No.
Yeah.
We're going to hurry up and get that shit out the way.
If they do that, I think they'd have to do that like at the end of Fantastic Four or at the beginning of Doomsday.
Yeah. I think it'll be in Fantastic Four. They'll get that part over with quick as far as him getting disfigured.
And if that happens in Fantastic Four, then that would give it a jump to Doomsday. So the Fantastic Four would basically be leaving their realm or their reality to go to the other, to 616 to let them know,
not just their universe, but their time period too.
Yeah.
Because they're in the 60s.
They're leaving all that to contact Cap?
Not Cap. Well, Sam. So Cap, yeah. I think it'll probably be, if it's not Sam and Thunderbolts, it might be Ironheart because they're about to do her show.
But they're going to focus on her and the Red Hood.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, the Red Hood works for Mephisto, and they're going to have Sergeant Baron Cohen, whatever his name is,
do
a little cameo. They already said that he's going to play Mephisto. So, the Red Hood gets his power from.
They're having her deal with magical stuff.
Yeah, I don't make the scripts, man. I just
That's
yeah, really unusual out of her
Yeah.
skill set. So I think it make more sense.
she's probably gonna have some cameos in that show. Man. It's not just gonna be her. If that's the case.
I thought it was supposed to be her and War Machine.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be fucking Iron Wars.
Yeah, they went to Iron Heart.
So he'll probably be in the show. If they're dealing with someone that has
Is
magic
he
involved,
healed or is he in the hospital? No. Sorry, Secret Invasion still bruised me a little bit.
oh yeah, I didn't even watch it. Damn.
Yeah, it's her.
They fucked up with the Skrull shit so bad.
They did, and they made the most OP Marvel character that doesn't work for the government now at all because they fucked over the ties, and we got a loose, powerful Skrull in the
I mean, to be fair, there's a bunch of loose, powerful motherfuckers right now.
You know what?
Fighter.
You know
White
what?
Vision's
Someone
still out there.
You know what I saw someone could bring up? That I thought about. They were like, we were talking about Multiverse of Madness.
Okay.
Like, how come we didn't see Mordo after Doctor Strange? They set up him to be like this future villain.
They did,
And then we don't
so
see him
well.
again until Multiverse of Madness, and it's not even our Mordo. It's another one.
Yeah, just showing that they're all different.
This is not the second Doctor Strange, and he was going through the multiverse.
And he's not like a complete dickhead. I mean, he is.
He is a complete dickhead. He's just sneakier about it.
I think, yeah, that's fair.
He read the room a lot better.
He was like, "Oh, Doctor Strange, my friend, what do you know?" Right there, he let you know. By asking, "What do you know?" How am I going to play this?
It is.
I gotta find a way to fuck him over. Let's see how we do this.
How about some tea? Your favorite? Yeah, I've been plotting on you since I've seen you. Yeah, since you walked in with the girl. Yeah, since I've seen you both. Yeah. So you've been plotting this whole time. I'm bearing more dough, Strange. I'm pretty sure your more dough is no different than me. I'm just wondering how he failed.
Ours plays Ultimate Frisbee.
He was heartbroken.
Someone brought this shit up.
He was heartbroken at the end of part
Someone
one.
brought this shit up. I was like, bro, we really did waste bear money.
I mean, but you didn't, because what was he going to do? Fight Ebony Maw?
I mean, why not?
And get mashed?
Yeah.
Thanos? Stop.
Because
Thanos smashed all the Avengers on 2 planets. 3 if you count Earth.
Any space.
Asgard, the ship.
No.
Earth.
Twice. Titan. The Collector's Planet.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So on Titan, do you count the moon on the other moon that he used to smash Tony
So
too?
we were like 4 places.
When I seen that in the theater in 3D, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, he just.
And Tony was sitting there like, I'm about to blast this fool. It's like, bro, it's a planet about to smash you. It's over. This fight is over. Why they even fuck with this man?
Nah, bro, I knew it was up when the Hulk showed up on Asgard, and he fucking snuck Thanos, and then Ebony Maw was about to jump in, and then he was like, nah. And he waved him down, and I was like, oh shit.
I ain't had a chance to fight nobody like this.
Put the helmet down and these guys
200
piecing that
years.
nigga the fuck up. I
What
was
you
like,
got?
bro, and then he went into the boxes again, so I was like, nope. Hulk got hands, but he ain't got no kind of hands, bro. Mike Tyson, this nigga, bro.
So mad.
He
Said, hey, help, we need
He had
you.
all the adrenaline
Nope.
glands, though.
No.
That was what was so smart about
Nope.
those punches. They're all areas that send a lot of adrenaline, and if a Hulk is just pure rage and adrenaline, you cut the supply off. All it is a tree. Ain't gonna get water no more.
I mean, to be fair, he had the fucking power.
People say that, and I'm like, no Power Stone. You can tell wasn't no Power Stone because
I mean, he wasn't
activated.
He wasn't using it, but he still had it.
Yeah, but he didn't need to
So
use it.
maybe he was. I'm just saying, because Thor ran up on this nigga and was beating the fuck out of him.
Yeah, bing,
He had no fight left in him at that point. He had already snapped.
No, I'm talking about before that, bro. He almost killed this nigga, bro.
When?
On Earth, before the snap, he was this close to killing Thanos, and then Thanos was like, "You should have went for the head." Bow.
Yeah.
I mean, he snuck him though.
Did he?
Hulk snuck him too, and then he got his ass beat.
Hulk snuck him with hands. Thor snuck him with Stormbreaker. There's a big
that attack
difference.
was televised through the sky.
Come on, bro.
I mean,
There was
it was
no secret
lightning.
weapon about that.
It was lightning. He didn't know a fucking lightning axe would hit him in the fucking head or neck.
Yeah, what do you plan for that?
The juggler, yeah, that's not part of the plan. Nobody told me about this. I mean, I only can hear so much through Nebula's headset. Shit.
You know,
man.
speaking of the big fight scene at the end on Earth, I thought it was very funny how they bait and switched us. Because when they first show the commercials for that scene, Hulk is there.
Yeah, but now it's
And then it's like you thought watch the movie, it's like, oh damn, how's Hulk gonna recover from his ass whooping? And then he never does.
Never
He's
does.
using the Hulk Buster suit in the
Next
last
time you
fight.
see him, he's smart.
yeah.
So, yeah, last time I fought Thanos, shit didn't go too good for me. So I decided to work on my
I'm a
anger.
nerd now. I'm not
Decided to
a,
give me a cardigan.
I'm
Decided to
not
get my eyes checked out.
I'm not a YN anymore. I'm gonna crash out. I had to stop the crash dummy shit, y'all.
Hulk smashed. I mean, that's so beneath me.
Nigga, are you wearing a cardigan?
Oh, look, they want to take pictures. Look, kids,
Yeah.
kids,
They
I
don't
love
the
them.
camera now.
Say Hulk smash, kids. Pose and taking autographs.
Yeah, I'm Ant-Man.
Give a fuck about you.
At all.
That's good.
There was the Hulk and shit. Oh, that shit was great, bro.
Like, I was asking Robert's Bully of the Year.
I'm like, when did this nigga become so charismatic, bro? Fuck.
And the part that they left out of that end game, showing him going to the apartment or whatever on fire.
Mhm.
Do you know about that subplot that they're going to do there?
No.
Yeah, because they were like, well, Bruce was here. They're just, how did he get here?
Yeah.
Well, he goes into there, he gets hurt, but the Hulk decides to help him a little bit, and he gets famous. Like Spider-Man type style famous.
Oh, he saved somebody?
Yeah, well, he saved a bunch of kids from a house that was burning. Just went in there
After he hulks out.
as Bruce.
Oh, it's Bruce.
He went in there straight Bruce,
Okay.
trying to get him out, but then the Hulk kind of like, all right, I need to protect your ass.
I got you.
And then they have a talk.
And then that's how I become smart.
Yeah, he's like, I got to do this to us, so you can't be all rage. I got to be able to control this.
Huh.
Yeah, so they were going to have this little, not fourth wall break necessarily, but they were going to have a little setup like that.
That's
Instead, they
pretty
just
cool.
said, hey, Bruce, just tell the crowd that you were in there somewhere doing this.
Yeah.
It'll make sense.
The Hulk movie is played out through like 20 Marvel movies. It's freaking crazy. You ever watch a movie 15 minutes at a time?
We start with an actual film. That's the crazy thing. We start with Edward Norton Hulk, right?
Yep. Man,
And
that
then-
makes sense.
We get him in Avengers, and another Avengers, and another Avengers. A whole bunch of Avenger movies. Then we get him in She-Hulk for a little bit. Right?
We got to set him up for her. So
Right.
Don't forget Ragnarok.
Right. That too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying over the course of, because that was part of the Hulk story too. He was trapped on.
And now finally, we're getting a rumored Hulk movie. They're thinking about doing a Bullies Hulk, which I would love, but I just I
The
don't know.
Ferrigno does not do much.
I got a
so
feeling.
we missed out.
I got a feeling the Hulk movie is going to be connected to this Battle World stuff.
No, man, the Hulk movie, they're going to pair that up as a double feature with Blade.
That means we're not getting it, folks.
No, at all. It's in the vault with the Acme movie.
The original Roger Rabbit script.
We're actually gonna get the Acme movie now.
What?
Do you hear about this? The Wile E. Coyote movie?
Yeah.
It's been in
It's
theaters.
about to get sold to somebody
Yeah,
and get released.
Shit.
yeah.
They're shopping it, and then I remember.
Out of
It's
cinema
funny.
purgatory. Okay.
So that was getting released when the news about that happened, and then I seen a bunch of people talking about that. They were like, "So we're gonna get the Batgirl movie too, because that's also done."
Yeah.
Like, nah, guys, we're not getting that one.
Hold your worst.
We're not getting the DEI, guys. Sorry.
We got that Gotham series now.
Hey, we're gonna get Batgirl in, man. We got Gotham over here. Nah, man, we're acting about Batgirl. Look, hey, remember that Wile E. Coyote movie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
and
great.
James Gunn's bringing the DCU
But-
back, right, guys?
That Batgirl.
No.
Hey,
Can
look,
we
James
get-
Gunn's got new DCU.
We got Supergirl.
Can we get the rest of Bernie Mac on DVD or Blu-ray?
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah, we would like to have the whole season. We would like
How
to.
many
It's better than
seasons?
Everybody Hates Chris.
It was like, I want to say like 10.
It was
I want to say
on
like
for a
10.
while.
I know Steve Harvey mad about that, allegedly.
No, that's not a legend. Cal Williams told me that. You can blame him for that.
Cat Williams did tell us a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
did y'all see this? Not related to Cat, but Kanye's interview he did.
No, I got it on my list to
I
watch.
didn't watch
This
it.
shit looks like something out of Boondocks.
I
Or some
saw-
anime.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
fucking.
I saw a review.
I was like, he's playing the fucking real world character. He's trying to go for the MCU version. He wants to bring the other one.
I saw a review of the interview.
People are mad about the black
And
video.
He just opens the door and he's gone.
I'm watching the fucking review. The dude I'm watching is talking. He's describing the interview, and he's like, academic shows up, and he's like, it's filmed like documentary style. He drives up to the house, and he shows up. Kanye answers the door. He's like, come in, and then he's like, I'll be right back. He leaves, goes in the other room, and comes back in. He has the fucking black KKK uniform on. And then I'm looking at the comments of the video as I'm listening to it.
This is real.
When Kanye answers the door, he has a blinged out fucking swastika necklace.
Dude, who the fuck made this?
I'm like, this nigga, wow.
I was like, cause it's a shot in documentary. You're the camera looking right at Kanye, and that's about it. And it's just like, hey, look what I got. It's bigger than a fucking G with it.
But I'm
Hey,
listening.
yo, I'm glad you're here.
I'm listening to some of the
Come here.
talking points, and the one that
Hating
I
on
heard,
everybody.
You like my chain?
the one I heard was crazy because he was like, I'm jealous of Kendrick of what happened with the Drake beef because Drake was my nemesis, and so I was the one that was destined to fucking basically beat Drake. And Kendrick can't be number one because I'm God and I'm number one. So, bro, I was hearing some wild shit. I was like, I can't even watch this interview, bro. I'm listening to this fucking review of the interview.
Then he's talking about that he's been playing a character in the last 4 years.
Oh shit, that's what he
And this-
said.
No, I'm saying that would be what I could just believe it.
No,
Like
he's not
dodge
gonna do it.
all the bullshit that should somehow be directly on him globally.
No, he's not gonna do that at all.
Like you
He's
show
had 15 years to do that,
and you know what?
he just keeps getting Kanye.
Well, like 4 or 5 years ago when he said he was going to go DEFCON, whatever, on all the Jews, and now the man's wearing swastikas.
That's what I'm saying.
How is this man
He's in
still?
too deep, bro. He's in too deep.
He's going to die with a lie.
Like, bro, when I was hearing this, I'm hearing this dude repeat the shit from the interview, and he's talking about this nigga's really saying I'm God, bro.
Did you hear the music he dropped?
No.
Drake.
No, Kanye. He dropped some music the other day.
He dropped an
Was it an album?
project.
A little teaser?
I forgot. It's stuff off Bully. That's gonna be the
Play it backwards,
Yeah.
maybe it's got swastika stuff in it. I've seen it.
I mean, the video teaser is pretty. It's pretty rough to sit there and watch, and pretty brutal if you sit there and watch it all. It's a bunch of wrestlers, and it gets really brutal. It's like,
Honestly, I'll say the same thing I said. I think the last time we talked about Kanye. I haven't really checked for Kanye since Dark Twisted Fantasy, bro.
that's some shit.
And the only reason that I even listened to that is because who I was riding in the car with to work all the time. Like the last album I actually went and got a hold of was fucking Heartbreaks. So I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't been fucking with Ye since this thing's been crazy.
That's the time. Oh, bet it is the time.
What's got on there?
Well, yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you got
I
your
can't
phone.
see the time. Yo, what up, Barefooted Collector? Was good? Was good?
Yo,
Appreciate you coming through. Good to see somebody from the fucking page.
So the link should work.
Yes,
Bet,
sir. We gotta
bet.
make sure we post that shit.
Already.
Come on, man.
So we got to get to the main topic.
Yes, we do.
And since it's your topic, yeah, go ahead and let's talk about the uptick in this school violence, particularly in our community.
I mean, I want to see just some consistency. KRSD should, from start of first grade or elementary, middle, and high school, they should be across the board all the same. Either you have middle grade security or you have upper grade or whatnot. And all the schools, hey, it's the world we're in now. You know, come to school 30, 40 minutes earlier because everybody got to get searched. I don't think that, you know, they say they can't have phones, so, you know, that shouldn't be an issue. So I don't know. I just want to see consistency. I don't want to see Smith or any of the others locked down just because of a community they might be in or such. If you're going to do one, BKISC together.
I agree with that.
That's just because,
Sure,
I mean, we can get into the what, how, or why is like you and I kind of did the airtime about should the girl even been there? How is security? How did she get on campus?
Right.
You know, there's obviously breakdowns somewhere. Address that, and that's the KISD policy enforced. Like that's just what I want to see come out of this unfortunate uptick. And I think if there's unity about it, you won't. Oh man, don't go to that school because this is no. All the schools are going to either be all middle grade across the board, or you're going to elevate. You know, for have some project program like a 5-year program. We want to have this increase of this and have this occur, and then we want to see the downtick by this time. If not, heads roll. They're talking about getting rid of the principal over there, and I'm like,
that's Smith Middle School.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Honestly, I'm surprised he ain't been at least on administrative leave or something already. Kind of like as a warning.
He was.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, I
When
apologize.
they were doing the investigation.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't just do him. You got to claim from the top to the bottom if this is the problem.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go superintendent. You got to go this. You got to go that. Greg, I mean, he rolls happy ass down here and help out Colleen.
Hot Wheels. That's a whole other thing.
I don't even know what was going on.
That's not me. That's not my term for the guy.
It's crazy too, because like I've seen people that, you know, she kind of doubled back and was like trying to clean it up that she said this. I wasn't trying to make fun of his disability and all that other stuff.
Talking about where he's shipping to people, he's using planes, trains, and automobiles. Like that doesn't even
He
sound.
wanted to show me his collection of Hot Wheels.
And then like, you
He's
know,
a treasure.
I'm seeing people like, well, we call him that down here. Like, I guess that's a term, a
I've
derogatory
never-
term for the man.
I've
I
never
don't know.
called
I've
it.
never
I
heard it. But apparently that's a thing in Texas.
Yeah.
And since she's affiliated with the area, and since it's supposed to be a term that's not endearing, that means she was aware of it.
Yeah.
That they were bringing Pearson, who made this comment, was saying that like, hey, this is a term that's being used, and it's not endearing. So she's aware of why she said that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to criticize her, but she had to be aware of it because other people.
Yeah, can't play that down.
Right.
Well, it's like people talking about Hulk Hogan in a nice light and not knowing that he's a complete piece of shit now. You know, sometimes we know stuff, but we don't know the details.
That's why
Somebody went and did some research.
I just knew that he supported Trump recently. I was
That's
like,
why I
I
wasn't
was
like
in
attacking you about it.
Nah,
I was like, no,
I saw where you were at with it.
you piece of shit, bro. I'm like, what?
I was like, oh.
Let me tell you.
Tim
a
was
little
sitting
bit.
next to me. I was stumbling. I was like, what did I do?
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Booker T knew all along, bro. He plays it off, but he knew back then, bro.
Bro, he plays all that shit cool. That's why he's who he is, man. According to BET, he's the number one, and probably me too.
I seen him.
Number one black
I seen him
wrestler
and
of all time.
Swerve Strickland had a bit of a disagreement.
I gotta go watch the video. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah. But back on the school thing. What do you guys think about this bill that just got passed about the suspensions thing?
It fucked me up because I didn't know they had made changes to the off-campus suspension to begin with like that.
Yeah.
As I was telling my brother, I knew they had implemented
Essentially-
ISS to stem off-campus suspensions, but
Yeah.
I didn't know they had like. I mean, I knew they were trying to get rid of it, like in general, because the whole no kid held back.
Yeah.
But it was like,
Yeah. So now, from
why
my
wouldn't that be-
understanding,
why wouldn't you like? So if you stop somebody, you just go to ISS. Like if I see you in the hall and I'm mad at you, like I'm gonna slap you again. Like,
from my understanding, the way the policy is worded is essentially that anything they can justify as probable cause they can suspend a student for
Now,
So
Probable cause of
a suspendable offense. I'm like, oh, that's a can of worms, man.
Yeah, it's so broad.
Yeah.
well, not really, because you have the school policy.
Everything's
handbook.
open to interpretation, and there's no law. There's just a understanding.
But the school policy handbook has precedents that they take up in the school court, or whatever courts they go to.
But they're using this bill as a defense, though, and it is worded broadly. A teacher can just say they were being disruptive.
Yeah, on said days, and if this gets out of hand, then you're the parents, which I don't know.
So I think it sets a bad precedent personally, because it's just very broad.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like mine, like I want consistency. I don't like the lazy river you could take, but still end up at the same place.
I mean, I know why they did it. It's reactive, unfortunately, to this incident.
But knee jerks.
But like you were saying earlier, there was this failure at all these different steps, and that's why we got here. I mean, the biggest one is this girl shouldn't have been on campus in the first place. She was already in alternative. Yeah, she ran out of her date. Well, if she was already having these problems, I don't know how long that process is supposed to take, but if it was that severe from what I was reading, no, she shouldn't have been that. But I know they don't like to keep kids in alternative forever. So,
and like Jordan Peterson said, we have there's so many administration offices right now that they actually are counterproductive to actually getting shit done.
Yeah, that's true.
There's so many different levels of shit you gotta process. Like, why does
welcome to the military?
Why does my information have to go through 3 people to process? Why are 3 people processing my demographic information? They even at the hospital.
Yeah.
Why are 3 people? Why do y'all every 30 minutes have to come check my demographic? Do y'all think I'm not the same Desmond that was here? Well, you need to my demographic information 15 minutes ago? You think I just magically changed?
When I went for that's a good point. I went to the hospital recently. I had to establish new care with a new doctor. I was getting my back looked at.
Oh, good.
And the nurse actually apologized because I was the same nurse. She was asking the same questions. It was like two, three different times, and she was asking me the same shit. Because it was like, all right, well, you're going to be doing this now. Okay, now we got to ask you your date of birth and your name and all this again. Okay, cool. And then, boom, now we have to do this procedure. Hey, I got to ask you these questions again. I'm sorry. It's
navigating the American healthcare system.
I'm like, nigga. I know this is a thing, but I'm like, yeah, this is tedious. Jesus Christ. Like, I told you.
And she did it.
When I signed in, that should have been it. You just confirm it when I go to take my vitals, and that should be it.
Right? Like, you're going to sign in and have somebody sneak in and substitute for you. Like, your back hurts. Like, what are we doing here?
Gotta get that shot,
I know some people are like, oh, he sounds like Trump. You want to give it to officers. No, I want to give it a bullshit.
Like, stuff like that, yeah, we definitely can.
I don't want to call customer service that to be transferred to 3 different people to have to talk to somebody that's got to transfer me to the supervisor.
I hate that.
That's why when I called, I was like, transfer me to the supervisor. Sir, I can help you with your problem. No,
you can't.
Nope. I'm not going to do the back and forth transfer. Y'all hang up. I got to call back again. Just transfer to the supervisor. Okay, so hold on. Click.
Yeah.
I'm not calling back.
I stay on alone.
No, when they hang up on you?
Oh, no, I've never got hung up on.
Yeah, they accidentally drop the call every now and then.
How much is insurance right now?
That's never happened to me. I stand on like, so do you mind staying on? Oh, yeah. Put that shit on speaker. I'm on the game.
Yeah.
I do that too.
Chilling. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Still here.
My name is David. Why are you lying to me, David?
You know your name is Hassan.
My name is Yuf.
One dude told me his name was damn. It's like something chickens or something like that. Fowl or some shit like that. Poultry or some shit like that. I was like, oh, really?
You just say a bunch of bird names.
It was something to do with, it was something like that, right? Something like, oh, word, bet. So, like, what do y'all do? Do y'all like, how did y'all get that name? Do y'all like farm that animal? Like, he got mad. I was like, damn, I just offended him. It's crazy. If they call me, want to fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. That's the new tactic I take with some of these calls.
Jesus.
But I don't do that to schools though.
But I mean, I know you expressed your thoughts during this whole thing where we expressed it on social, but how do you feel about the social?
I'm the dad that shows up at the school looking for answers. Whether they have them or not, I plan on getting them.
All right, fantastic.
When it comes to my kids,
Oh, yeah,
I'm just saying.
No,
Yeah, man.
no shade, man.
And then like at the same time, I make sure my kids know we're not about to play no fucking games over here. You going to school to learn. Like, what the fuck you mean the teacher don't like you? What's your grade? F. Sorry to say, I got a problem with you right now too. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how I'm about it. So, you know, like I said, for me, it all boils down to the parents. Like, we be mad at the school system all we want to.
And that was something you said, and you were talking to another associate of ours.
Hmm.
And that was a conversation I had with Kim. And I was like, I agreed with what you were saying, because I'm like, this does fall on the parents. Because I look at my own upbringing, and yeah, I did have problems with some of my teachers in school growing up. But like when my grades were doing bad and shit like that, I had to do shit at the house that was not fun. Like, hey, you're gonna have to work on this. You need to read this. You're gonna do this.
When you get called on a Saturday in the middle of a game, hey, what's up, Mom? Okay. You leaving? Yeah, I'm grounded. What did you do? I'm gonna find out when I get there. What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I run away.
I'm thinking about that kind of shit, you know, and it's like, yeah, you know, I personally, just knowing my own upbringing, I expect these parents to be as involved and in their kids' business as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not hands off. You let them go to school and then you don't have to worry about them the rest of the day. And you take care of. I don't care if you have responsibilities or not. Like, bro, when you have kids, you don't have time. And I'm really getting tired of seeing people that I know, and then people I run into act like, well, I don't have any time for myself. Yeah, nigga, you have children. You should have thought about that before you got pregnant or knocked somebody out.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think this was going to be? Easy? No.
I mean,
these are people that you literally have to raise, rear, train to become decent fucking people in society.
So they don't die.
I wouldn't say it's, from my experience when I was married and did that whole thing, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I also wouldn't say it's hard. Like,
I'm not saying
it
like
just takes,
it's
for
patience.
most things, it takes effort.
Yeah, patience. There's tedium there, but yeah, just some fucking actual effort. Like, I get it. You know, you're working, you're doing this, you're doing that, but you still need to be dedicated to your fucking kids.
I mean, you know, and then to that point, me and my brother were talking. It was like maybe sometimes it's too much dedication to your kids.
That can be a problem too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these teachers, you know, we're friends with a lot of these teachers on like Facebook and whatnot. We see them, you know, we hear them talk about what they go through with the parents and whatnot, how they try to get the parents involved.
Mm-hmm.
Or then if they try to call and explain what happened with the student, now they're getting cussed out about why the student's in trouble. It's like this whole system is crazy.
Yeah.
It punishes the ones who are supposed to be enforcing the rules. You the teachers, they set up precedents or whatever the school district says that they can do, and they can't uphold any martial law in their own room.
Yeah.
To that point, I me and my brother were having a back and forth about the cell phone thing. He was like, "Well, I feel my kids should have cell phones." I was like, "Why? Like, really? Like, why?" So the kids should have the cell phones, and the teachers should have cell phones. Who's the authority here? Because if the kid gets in trouble, and by the teacher's trying to call, and the kid's trying to call. Now it's a race of who's going to call and get the story in first.
Right.
Then I was like, on the
Or
second
somebody filming, you get into it with the teacher, they put the camera on and stuff. And then,
context,
and
right?
then exactly.
They
They say whatever on fucking camera.
So, and I was like,
the narrative.
At the end of the day, who's the authority? Like, that's the big thing. Who's the authority here?
And I mean, should we have to have classrooms with CCTV in them or something? Do we have to go that far?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be like literally like a person from the classroom at that point? Do we have to go that far with it?
Not when everybody has their cell phones. But when it's done right, that's like maybe it's idealistic of me, but I see where he's coming from. But what I was talking to him about is the way the system is built.
Yeah.
It's originally built for the teacher to be the one in the classroom with the cell phone as the authority figure in case they need to call emergency services or get in contact with parents or anything of that nature, right? Because sometimes the phones in this classroom don't work, and a lot of times there's no phone in the classroom.
Yeah, I do remember classroom phones,
right,
for that purpose. If there was an emergency.
And a lot of times those phones only contacted the other lines in the school.
Exactly.
Well, you can call it the classrooms if you knew their J-dial.
Yeah.
But you're not calling it. But
well, the phones were set up for that because I remember going to schools on post here, and those phones basically went to a fucking switchboard. So like you call the office, they have a switchboard, and then they connect you to somewhere, and that's how those phones work.
Yeah.
You couldn't like dial out.
Oh, not dial out, but you could dial the other classrooms.
No, I'm just saying. Like when I was on post, it was not like that.
Yeah, no,
you didn't dial others. It was a switchboard, so you'd have to call.
Okay. Well,
you pick up the phone.
Well,
the number first thing. It goes to the switchboard, and then they could connect you to somewhere else, but you couldn't just dial directly.
Okay.
And then his counter was, well, what about the teachers that sit around all day and they use their phone for other stuff? I was like, that's not a problem with the system. Again, you're not debating the system. You're asking about the actions of
one person,
people in the system.
Yeah.
Either what about the school policies? This kid got in because apparently another kid got in trouble in another school, and the one that told got in trouble and the other one didn't. He was like, "What about that?" And I was like, "That's not an issue of the policy. That is an issue of the people implementing the policy." And I was like, "Overall, it's corruption. Not saying corrupt in a good way or a bad way. I'm just saying it's corruption as in flawed. We're all flawed people.
Yeah.
Some people just don't take the time to really consider the consequences of their actions to that point of how it's affecting others in their sphere. Especially when it comes to their jobs. Like, my job's on the line. Somebody's got to be accountable for this except for me. Guess what?
Gotta throw somebody under the bus.
I got the bar for it.
Smith Middle School. Boy, these segues, man, they come right back around. The principal, they're throwing him right up under the bus.
Yep.
The superintendent.
For shit that's kind of out of his control. Like I said earlier,
This
girl was on disciplinary. She had been removed from the school. And then basically something outside of that school, it's like, hey, well, we're done with her here. She needs to be back in the school she's enrolled to. Principal don't have no control over that. He's got to accept the enrollment. This girl's enrolled here originally.
Yes, and it's expired, and now she's back, and
there's a problem.
That's your problem, not ours.
There's a problem, exactly. There's a problem with another student.
As a man who served 15 years with the state,
10.
10 years with the state. So you seen him come and go for 10 years.
Mhm.
What type of remedy would you recommend?
Well, first of all, so how we would handle that in the prison system, so a situation like that. We have an inmate that has a problem with another inmate. You have been made aware of it. Now that we've had this investigation, we know that they were aware that there was a problem with these 2 students prior to the suspension that sent the one girl to alternative. Okay. We also know that the girl who did the stabbing got shipped here for having an issue at the last school she was at. So we're aware of that. So she's already problematic.
Yeah.
So
She has a jacket.
she has a jacket, yes. So in the case of that, if we were relating it to the prison system, okay, you're getting shipped here because you had a problem with your other unit. Well, first of all, we're already not putting you with fucking general population. Or we're at least putting you on some kind of heavy restriction when you come to the unit. First of all, out the gate, boom. Once we know you have a problem and we've already separated you two, and we sent someone somewhere else, if they do in fact come back, you're going to be kept separate. You're not. Oh, wait, hold on. This person has a problem with this person. Why are they on the same wing? No, one of them's got to go. So most likely it'll be the one that just came back. Hey, you're getting sent somewhere else.
Yep.
Now that's going to be an argument in the prison system. It's like, hey, no, I'm already in my house over here. Why am I getting, hey, you're getting fucking sent to this building. Sorry. So they shouldn't have been near each other for one. Now they just run each other in the hallway or something like that. You can't control them to that. But at least as far as class wise, they should have been separated.
That's for the school.
That was a failure on the school's part at that point. They shouldn't have been allowed around each other at all. This is another thing, speaking on stuff that gets changed in the school system, and this goes back years and years. This is back when we were in high school. They should have never gotten rid of the split in the year for how we did handle periods back then. Remember when we would do the larger classes and we would get the 4 credits, half, and then 4 credits the other half, so we get 8 credits in the year. And then they changed it to the 7 credit format for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we had it still like that with the 4 and 4, it would be easier to keep them separate because you could have them in completely fucking different classes, completely different lunch periods. So there'd be less of a chance of them crossing each other.
They almost had to go either way.
Yes.
And then if there's a chance of it, you notify one of the security on
you absolutely knew
school.
Back then, if you had homies that had B lunch and y'all didn't have the same classes, you might not see that nigga all day. You know what I'm talking about. Like, hey, bro, I'm not going to see you until school's over, bro. Because we don't have the same classes and we don't have the same lunches. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to fuck up, being late for class just to run into you in the hallway somewhere.
No, not at all.
So,
even back then.
I'll see you later, fam.
We were young. We knew the game back then. Not missing class for no guy. Sorry. That's not how this game works.
Exactly. And if I am going out of my way to talk to a female, I'm watching my watch. All right, yo, hey, I'm gonna holler at you. I gotta go. Boom.
I had my books on me, so it didn't matter. I had spare time.
I had a locker that was centrally located between my classes that I used. Wasn't my locker, but it was a locker that I used. Matter of fact, when I was at Ellison, I had one by my math class in the morning, and I would switch out my shit because I knew I passed back there halfway through the day.
I went to my locker 2 times in 4 years. Once when I was a freshman.
Find out where it was.
Yeah, and said fuck that after that. And the last time was my last day of my senior year. Went to my locker and somebody had some shit in my locker. I don't know who shit that was, but I got all that shit removed from my fucking locker.
I didn't want to sign up for all the stuff because I came in later in the year, like a month after, and I didn't want to go through the whole fucking process. I was like, this is bullshit. And I'm not paying money for fucking lockers. It's ridiculous. So I found one by my math class. No one was using it. No one checked it out for the whole fucking year. And we had a bunch of fucking books. So I was like, okay, I only need my biggest ones right here. And then all my small shit was later in the day.
Fucking light bulb.
So I get rid of the big books in the morning after math class.
Yeah.
Carry everything with me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're finished because that light bulb, every time you said it, the big books, the motherfucking big books. We did have a lot of books.
We did.
We had a book for English. We had a book for fucking math.
Yes,
we had a book for fucking geometry.
I had classes where
physics.
we had to pay for our damn books too.
Yeah.
I was borrowing books from niggas. Matter of fact, again, since I was using a locker that wasn't mine, I knew I had niggas that I was switching books with. So we'd leave the book. All right, I'm gonna leave this for the homie later on. Make sure you put this shit back, bro.
Yeah.
I come in the morning. Yep.
And see,
I think I had one book that I actually had to pay for.
all hardback.
Yes, sir.
All hardbacks. Man. No
Fucking
give.
up backpacks.
No give. No give.
Oh my man, I had 2 backpacks that year behind that bullshit.
Bro, you get a backpack brand new. Put that first that damn math book in there.
Oh yeah.
That corner poked through. Like, this is the Jordache. Like, come on, man. My mom be mad at it. It's a $30 backpack. She ain't gonna sew this shit back together for at least 6 more months. Shit.
The hell's gonna get real big.
Nigga, even worse than that, you go through the year, you use maybe a fourth of the fucking book.
Oh yes.
That shit pissed me the fuck off.
And can't use the answers in the back.
Oh, that shit made me upset. I'm like, why am I getting an algebra book for pre-algebra? We don't have a pre-algebra book?
Because they stuck 3 subjects in that one book.
Yes. Matter of fact, I think I knew niggas that were using that same book in other classes. Like I said, I shared books.
But that's what these kids need. Heavy ass books like we had. They got too much energy.
And no more tablets. Tablet books.
No, we had the hardback.
Same. The 35 pounds of books on your back.
The hardback dissertation, DSM 5, 6, Bible.
Catching that corner spine on your spine when you throw your bag on, having to pop your arm out to.
And then look, this shit right here. First day of math class. All right, turn to page 1247. Whoa.
Yeah, what?
Whoa. I thought we were gonna start
Page 1.
Page 1. This shit do look easier.
All right. I know what you're talking about. I'll listen.
Right?
When we get into algebra 2, we're not going to look at the first 5 chapters of this book. Don't look at any of that. We're not going to use it. What? Why do I have this book? We don't need any of that shit.
Just don't lose it.
All right. So how much? How much of the book are we going to use? We're going to use about these 10 chapters. Everything else you don't need to read.
Because all in algebra 1 is one equation. Y'all know it.
Then in English class.
That's algebra 2.
Shit, I don't want to use algebra.
A squared plus B squared.
Y equals MX plus B.
Yeah, we do use that a lot.
Yeah, all of algebra 1
I go
is
to the
Y
grocery
equals
store
MX plus B.
and I don't leave there once without at least doing that.
Yeah, your brain automatically does Y equals MX plus B. Boom, just. I need eggs. Damn, they $5. God damn. It's for 6 eggs? What is that? That's like 75 cents an egg. This is crazy.
How much is chicken feed?
I don't want us to lose the plot. I don't know, man. There's not no easy solution for this shit, bro.
They're gonna come out with a tax
Definitely,
increase for it.
Definitely. Oh yeah, absolutely.
We came up with a tax.
They're gonna do it.
Financial penalties, yeah, typically.
Definitely, a lot of parents
affect
need to step up. I know people don't want to hear that, but
You're not wrong.
Oh, I got flack for it. I got
flack for it in the conversation I brought it up.
for like 2 weeks. Yeah, yeah, you did. Yeah.
And like when I
How can you say that? That's insensitive.
you
But
know,
is it true?
And then it's like I know
It's too early.
I know when it coming from me, it's like, well, you don't even have kids. I know that was going through the head, but I'm like, nigga, I was still a child.
And you saw others.
Exactly. I still observed. I'm still observing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing what people are and aren't doing.
If they were carried out a little more, they wouldn't have been in the system, possibly.
You have what over 50% of our population doesn't have. both parents in the home. Boom, bow.
Yeah, that does a lot. That does a lot. Of course, you can also have a very stern, strong parent that doesn't take your shit, and that also helps.
There you go. Say it again for the one to the back.
Or you can have Leonard's mom.
Yeah.
She beat them niggas' asses.
Xbox really fight.
Yeah.
He same shit. We go to his house after being out all day. Then he come in the house. He come back out. Hey man, I'm grounded. What the fuck? What the fuck is everybody doing to get grounded just out the blue?
Emmanuel used to be grounded so much I almost didn't even know he had a brother after 4 years of meeting him. He came down the stairs one time. I was like, "Who's that?" That's my brother.
Yeah.
What? You got a brother? Where has he been?
Shit fucked me up when niggas was telling me these stories. I'm like, oh man, someone else went through this shit. Damn. But I was like, they had it worse. They was getting their ass beat too.
It scared me the first time I ever really met Leonard's mom. It was over in the trailer park over by the old movie theater in Heights. And we were riding by, so I really fucked up my knee. Leonard's like, hey man, gotta be real quick and quiet. But when we can go get you like some alcohol shit, we can manage this up. I said, what do you mean quick and quiet? He's like, we can't go inside. I'm not allowed to go in. I got to be out all day. I said, but okay. He goes in, door shut. She unloads on him. I was like, oh my God. But then she comes out sweet as nothing, had a little glass coolie for me. Oh, sorry, man. I'll get you, man. And it's like, it's the same lady I thought she was like 7'4".
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think we all have quirks.
Yeah, man.
And we'll get in trouble with a stepdad. Cork! Get in here, Cork!
Yeah. I was definitely over by the house a couple of times for them kind of situations.
He tell me straight 8 days you gotta go home.
Bruh, yes.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yes, sir.
Damn,
yes,
bro.
sir. I'm out.
Did he do the hand? It was over.
It depends. It depends on how upset he was. If he's really upset, he wouldn't even look at you all. Y'all gotta go.
Yeah, first time you said that to me, I remember I was confused, but I was just like acceptive of it. Like,
Bruh.
this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
way you're
You
saying
gotta
it,
roll with
I
it.
understand. I gotta go.
It's that energy. You just gotta.
Y'all saw that then. I was seeing that shit, nigga. I'm in college.
I seen him that one
Chilling
time.
with this nigga, bro. And we'd be at the house, and then his pops would get home, and then he would ask him about something that they talked about sometime previous, and then Will would come back in the room. Hey, bro. Hey, man, you go, bro. Then
He knows shit about the now. He's just
Sure,
like,
bro. Man. It's tripping, bro. All right, man, I ain't asking questions. I know how it goes. I'm hollering at you.
Yeah, we all had that too. Shit. My mom did that. Do that shit too. Your friends gotta go. Tell everybody they gotta get the fuck out. I can't tell them they gotta get the fuck out. Hey y'all, we gotta go to the park.
I was hitting grouped it together. I don't want to be here. Let's go. We gotta go to the park.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, speaking of park, I remember when Will and I went to the city council in Heights, got that basketball court put in over at Kern Park.
Mm-hmm. You see, that's dope because that was one of the things I was talking about in one of the comments. I was like, we should have the youth come and express what they're feeling and what they're seeing, so that we would have a better way to provide relief or
Some kind of assistance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
inside information that we can't get,
right.
and it would be publicly heard. These kids, mind you, you can see the bullshit they're not, and you can see what they really, or hear what they really go through, and from there, figure out how to fix it. Because the teachers can say their one side, help keep their job. These kids nowadays, they ain't gonna hold back.
Right.
They know.
I mean,
as long as there's a camera on them, they'll talk.
Stuff definitely happens. Because, I mean, stuff happened when we were in school. I mean, I definitely had squabbles with people. I'm sure y'all had shit too. Thankfully, I know for me, nothing ever fucking escalated beyond people just running their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like, some people don't give a fuck. And they're in a square with you.
Yeah, my friends were real school.
I had 4 fights my freshman year.
The Ellison though.
I ended up being cool with most of them.
What'd you expect?
Hey,
So I kind of understand the sentiment of the mom, in that one situation. Who was like, I wouldn't expect them to go over there, fight and squab it out, and be cool after. Like that was our era. Shit, we fought.
That's like I told you. If you can't physically fight, at least take the parent if they're willing to listen to a neutral ground that's monitored. And I just like to think, you say you're like if I
Shit, we're like a minute, an hour.
10. Well,
I seen it at an hour like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, shit, we got to roll in the ass. Yeah. It's good. It's a good topic.
I mean, there's no easy solution, but I like that though. What you guys were saying with like we need to get these kids involved and hear what they're going through and what's happening in the schools because there's only so much you're seeing as the parent. People are busier than ever. I will say that. Like I can't completely blame parents for it. You do take some responsibility, but people are busier than ever.
society's in their hand.
I think that's one of the big problems right there. And part and parcel of me saying we need to listen to the kids more is that on the flip side, what's the word I'm looking for?
On the flip side.
Not even on the flip side, but intuitively you're saying that they're not being heard.
Yeah.
Well, you act out the most probably when you're not being heard.
Right. So we're providing all these solutions when we haven't asked the patient about the symptom.
That's a good way to put it.
That's just the way I look at it in my mind. How can we help them solve the issue, and we don't know what symptoms they have about the issue.
Right. Yeah.
Solid.
That's definitely something that needs to happen.
And then in turn, like I said, they keep making these. They have all these new policies, but no student was consulted on these new policies. Granted, you have to have barriers, to kind of like, keep them within bounds. Like, that's too crazy. But as far as like, okay, y'all might want more basketball courts.
Yeah.
It's a simple request. We can get that done instead of putting $1 million towards a fucking scoreboard.
Yeah.
The school board is a fundraiser. The football brings in all the money. It took our jobs.
Yeah, people were talking about that too.
Yeah, I didn't like that move at all. Got $1 million for a scoreboard. Okay, cool.
But it houses all the high schools.
We gotta chill with that.
I don't care. Did it keep score? Did the old one keep score? That's my question.
They didn't even in this area win state in the last 5 years, guys. Did it? Did they? No. You don't spend money to get to state.
We Jerry Jones out here?
I'm like, just hearing that makes me like aggravated because I'm like, bro, paper flip scoreboards are a thing. There's a high school game. I guarantee you,
like the Mets, just have a guy back there.
I guarantee
I mean,
you,
special needs.
I guarantee you, they're not running an offense at a high enough clip where you don't have trouble flipping that shit. This ain't the Warriors in the early 90s, nigga. This ain't the running gun Warriors. This ain't the Showtime Lakers. This ain't the 86 Celtics. No, bro, stop.
This is the scoreboard for the football field.
Even worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing?
Even worse. Fucking football game.
People who are some are going.
We don't got somebody. We ain't got somebody with fucking Tom Brady arms out there.
Yes, so you got the light bright say "Go team, go."
Yeah.
Number 45. Like, you're not even saying his name on the board, just a number.
Shit is crazy, bro.
I don't know what else they use the board for, but
it's
just not. It's not like it's a fucking 1,000-inch LCD plasma screen. Yeah, it's not the shit in fucking Dallas Cowboys stadium, I'm sure.
The priorities are fucked up.
Yes.
As far as funding.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like you guys said earlier, the corruption thing. Like, why are we focusing on that?
Somebody thought our athletics program needed an upgrade. Probably something to boost morale. something to show that we appreciate our athletics.
It gives the kids a reason to have to pass. Because if they can't pass, they don't play.
Nah, I don't believe that. I'm
You
gonna
don't think
go ahead and quote Cameron here.
No.
If you're good enough, they'll find a way. And I'm sure there's been plenty of those.
Oh, absolutely. But you figure 70 to 80% of the kids that get kind of duped to trick and believing that idea that aren't the next whatever, they know that this might be the only chance they have to go to college. They know they have to pass. So they're going to do what they got to do.
Man, that's rough.
Depends on the mentality. The heart of the person at the end of the day, really.
Yeah.
At that age, they can go either way.
Mm-hmm. So here you get the wealthier kid who's got money for all the supplements, and this is not their guy over here. He's just farm strength. You know, he's from the streets. He did it himself.
Mm.
You know? No.
Yeah.
Lost thought.
That reminded me of me. That's how I feel about me and Mikey Simons. Because I was close to him in strength. I just didn't have a dad there with me. I have a dad. He just wasn't there with me. And I didn't have, because his dad brought the damn Gatorade to football practice. That was like my first time in life having Gatorade, like for real.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Mikey was jacked.
Besides,
Big ass motherfucker.
man.
Yep. I worked at Walmart in Heights.
Yeah, I remember that too. Worked in the freezer.
Yep.
Probably lifting meat all the time.
You got burnt out, man. Overperforming. Perform.
He was like a high school Goldberg.
Perform. Yeah. When I seen Goldberg, I was like, "That Mikey fucking." But it was that same type of old Mikey was intense in middle school, bro.
I remember running into him in high school a couple times. Yeah, he's a pretty intense dude. See him at Walmart, and he's just
Totally different guy. Yeah. So all the weight was lifted off of him. And he said it. He told me, he's like, all they, because get pushed so much, and then when the barriers, when the dam breaks,
it can be rough.
When it breaks, it's nice.
Yeah, or it can be rough. We've had a few of those.
I mean, when the dust settles.
Yeah. But oh man, I definitely can't think of anything else that could be done as far as helping out this issue.
We need a standard, man.
Definitely.
Enforce standard.
Definitely.
Shame is the only way to enforce the
They
standard.
need to cease the noise.
I absolutely believe in shaming. I absolutely believe in it. I know there's a lot of people who don't. I am not
What's
one
wrong
of those
with it?
people. I think embarrassment is a great fucking educator.
People fight against it by saying that shaming makes you seem like you're on your high horse and you're superior and you shouldn't feel that way. You need to humble yourself.
Nah, fuck
The
that.
fact that you told me to humble myself means that you think you're more superior than me, and maybe you should humble yourself. Here we go with the circular argument.
They do when they call the principal doctor.
As they say in fucking what's the show called? Goddamn, I forgot the damn name of the stupid ass show. But anyway, there's a line from the show: "Check your privilege."
Yeah, now you got
Check
me.
your
I know this too.
Check your fucking privilege.
Oh man, you have the audacity to call me out on my narcissism. You are such a fucking narcissist.
Sounds like Snow White.
Oh man,
We're not addressing anyone directly at your desk. I have no idea what you're talking about. We're not addressing anybody directly. We're not doing that tonight.
Allegedly.
Nah, it ain't no legend. I saw them arguments on Facebook. I seen who was going back and forth.
what you talking about?
You talk about narcissism. You should people try to call you out online.
I mean, I was talking generally. That's just the first thing that came to my mind.
Allegedly.
Man, my mind be free flowing, bro. You know this. I've been married twice, damn near. Yeah, once you get to that level, it's like you shoot these free flows.
Did you learn at the first one?
I did. That's why I went for the opposite.
You should have learned that at the first one.
It's like, I went from extreme left to extreme right. I should have stayed more conservative. I should have stayed more centrist.
You failed that first one, never again. Like, look, we can be together.
This guy, yeah, that's him. That's where he's at.
We can't be married, though.
Hey, let's talk to the guy who hasn't failed. What did we do wrong?
Nothing.
Stop that.
Damn thing.
Don't dig the hole too deep.
I think
Chris.
our women would disagree with that.
Don't dig the hole too deep, Chris. Be careful. You got to throw allegedly at the end of that. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
You guys did nothing wrong.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You just got to keep making them laugh.
Got to clean it up.
If you can make them laugh,
Oh, that
even
would
when
be
they're
hard
mad,
for me. Yeah, that got old.
you can't lay it on like motor oil. You just do like lemonade or something.
What do you plan on doing when your son gets to be a teenager?
In what aspect?
With the uptick of the school violence. You know, they'll give him all the outside
You
influences.
said middle school? Ironically, he's scheduled right now to go to Smith. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's holding dear to my heart right now.
Leadership is in flux.
It takes time for things to fix.
Yeah.
You can change power, but it takes time. And by the time my son is of middle school age, if he still stay in the house that we're at, he'll go to Smith. And I damn sure want to know things that have had time to change and be remembered and learned from. And complete transparency is what only in first grade, but we had a teacher in California, the half year here for kindergarten and now first grade. I'm part of PTO. They all know my name. I would want to do the same over there with that school, or
Chris is pretty involved.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not over involved. I'm not reliving my life through him. Scouts?
No.
Definitely
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like basically what we were talking about earlier. When I was saying being in your kid's business.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's important.
He's intent about it.
Granted, you have a little bit more time than most people.
That's
to
very
do that.
true.
And but still,
Yeah, the real life ain't there for me.
To that point, though,
That's
that is a
huge.
fault that we have to deal with as parents and ourselves, and
Yeah.
try not to take that out. Because again, like even myself, I'm split now because like I spent so much time not doing what I was supposed to do, and then when I got married, I was trying to do what I was supposed to do, and then life kind of turned on me. Because the baby comes along, so like I got the time to spend time with the baby. Now it's like I got to do what I'm supposed to do, and now I'm at where I'm at now. It's like so I got the babies, and I got to do what I'm supposed to do.
it's a hard balance. I imagine.
And then, hey, me, somewhere up here, you're gonna not today. I got this to do, and I got this to do. Maybe you. But these things, you have to incorporate them into you somehow. You're right. And that's kind of the stage of that's where I'm at in my life right now, trying to incorporate all the things that have drawn me away from me into being me. That way it makes it a whole lot easier to be there, because that's already a part of
Redefining yourself.
right.
So let me pose this question to you guys, since it's something I've seen discussed, talking about just childbearing in general. I've seen a lot of people mentioning that, the whole "it takes a village" thing, and us getting away from having community. And they were just speaking on the Black community in this case, and us getting away from community. This is why we're having so many problems with our children and stuff, because there were times where you might live in a neighborhood and everyone knows each other. So you live down the street from someone your mom knows. They see you doing something fucking retarded.
They're gonna make a look too.
She fucking gets on your ass. You get in trouble with her. Then your mom finds out later. Then you get in trouble again.
My best friend growing up, Joe. His mom had that.
What a fucking asshole.
Yeah. So
Fuck
his
that
mom.
guy. But go ahead.
His mom lived on one of this. They lived on. So we lived in like. I want to say like a cul-de-sac, but it's longer than a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Trailer parks.
Yeah.
So we lived at the end of one, but at the end, coming out was him. So it was like I couldn't even leave my street without having to sneak past
Right.
their house. So if she saw me, she called my mom or some shit, like, "Hey, whoop, whoop, whoop." Next time she had like the window, "Ah, your mom said you can't be up here." Like,
Right.
fuck. She got me. I thought she said she was asleep, Joe. She was. Like, fuck.
The
Yeah,
force is
trouble
strong
when I
with
get
that
on,
one.
right? Man, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I was
those kind of things do matter. I think I don't know how we address that issue because
You can't make parents parent.
people are so insular these days.
We gotta trust each other, and that's hard for me to say. Like, I don't.
I mean, I don't have kids, but like, I don't fuck with any of my neighbors. But I'm just very private. But just in general, I don't even like waving at people. So
Yeah.
Oh man.
like,
Barely time we moved back into Cove, I was knocking on doors, introducing me and the family.
yeah,
You're gonna know, at least I am. I'm at least gonna see you make an opinion about you. And then I'm every time, hey, what's up? I got people behind me that do chickens and stuff. I've been getting free eggs from them because I was polite, nice to them, and I throw their chickens' feet. I was like, can I go buy a bag and just keep it in my yard and throw some out and throw some.
Bro,
Chris has got the right idea.
you haven't heard. You didn't get the chance to hear this man's father-in-law talk about this guy. This shit. I mean, this is the most inspiring fucking shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. I swear to God. I mean, he told me this shit. He was like, if I had a chance, if I had an option to choose my son or Chris or my daughter,
And a
I'm
divorce.
choosing Chris.
Yeah.
Like no hesitation. I was like, damn.
Wow,
I was like, that's inspiring as fuck.
that's crazy. I've seen that happen before too.
He was like, yeah, I asked Chris. He was like, I needed something built and told Chris about it. He was over here the next day and I'm just so thankful for Chris. I was like, I don't think Chris has even heard this shit. I have to tell him. This shit's fucking crazy. But next time I seen Chris, I was like, your stepdad really, or your father really fucking adores you. Bro. He was like, really? And I told him the situation. He's like, oh yeah, he told that before. I was like, you know everything that I know already? He was like, yeah, I already know all this shit. I was like, that's fucking wild. I was like, that's good shit, though. That's good shit.
I mean, that's definitely a nice feeling when the in-laws fuck with you.
But it's not even that.
Really
It's just
nice.
like, and Chris just, from all the parents, it's just you just like flow with it. But things come to you, like, and the people in your sphere, they really respect you. Like, I like not growing up around my dad and seeing you grow up and become the man you have. That shit's like wow. Like I'm telling you, that shit's like wow, bro. Your marriage, y'all together, and y'all have y'all spats, but it's not like it ever. I don't think y'all ever had like a spat where it's like y'all want to separate. Like,
Yeah, man, there's a lot of maturity over there.
I've had something like either you got to get the fuck out, or I'm gonna get the fuck out. One of us has got to get. We need that breath to come in. You to your corner. You to your corner.
Let's keep it clean.
Yeah.
We went over the rules at the beginning of the match.
I'll allow it. Fucking Mills Lane.
I'll allow it.
He allowed everything.
That was a great show.
Oh, speaking of, well, it's not necessarily. It would be great for a celebrity death match of that caliber, but Drake trying to throw his hat back in.
And what?
Did you listen to that new diss track that he did?
Who?
Oh, it's called Nokia.
Oh, that's a diss track?
To who?
Very.
Oh,
And
wow.
especially the video.
I didn't watch or
Horrific.
see it. It's him and
Yeah, he's got a new. He came out of the woodwork.
This and who?
incredibly. Like, man's going to court right now. He's doing a lawsuit. How are you going to re-engage with this?
That battle's over.
You had the people all around the world screaming A minor, credibility and all.
So he got lifted in the center of the ring with the KO, and then a week later in the press conference, he will hit you with the LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. He's part of this video for Nokia. He's mirrors the Not Like Us scene, whereas you've seen the video, right? For Not Like Us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, when he's in the corner and there's like people. Basically, Drake portrays it that he was the cameraman, and he was there the whole time, and it doesn't faze him.
He's been directing this shit. That's what
Yeah.
Trying to say.
Yeah, he's trying to say he's in control of it all.
Yes, I'm not phased, even though I keep talking about the issue. Showing that I'm phased, it's great. It's wonderful.
That's the same shit Stephen A. Smith does.
Love this guy.
This situation happened to me earlier. I know everybody's heard about it.
But then I put my hand on the table.
You know, I'm not even going to address that situation. I think it's below. I think it's beneath me. But I will say this.
with all due respect, you fuck yourself, right?
All I have to say is this about that whole shit. Speaking on that, I love what his nephew said because his nephew did it. That whole shit. I mean, he kept talking about it, but his nephew was like, "Y'all wasn't finna do shit. This WWE ass shit right here." Anyway, and then he started talking about something because he was like, "Yo, this is some performative bullshit."
Yeah.
Call it out on the show. I was like, I like nephew, man. I like that. I like that he calls out shit like that.
Why would you going to say something like that? This is real. What's happening right now? This is really real, and me and him are in a spat right now.
Nephew want to talk about some other shit. He's like, that's bullshit. Let's talk about this game right here.
Have you not seen me on my press tour talking about the situation?
Let's talk about how
it's been so preposterous. This whole preponderance.
He's like, I would rather talk about our deal that we signed.
Our deal, really?
Yeah, our deal.
We're gonna talk about that right now on TV, on live TV. No, I'm rich.
That shit ain't even know it, bro.
Man, I can't wait to start doing my Stephen A. skits, man. Start reading about the source, get some more words.
His nephew had me dying, bro. I saw the episode where the announcement happened about the deal. He's like, yeah, I lost my job today. And he's like, you got fired? How the hell did you get fired? And he said it was some bullshit. He's like, I'm not really worried about it though. We rich. We signed that big deal. Remember? I don't remember the number. I'm not really worried about it. Oh, this shit was funny as hell.
Yes.
And then
I signed a deal for $100 million.
And then to make it even worse,
5 years. It's $20 million a year. So make sure you remember to go get my new book, New York Times bestseller, Straight Shooter.
Bro, it didn't make it even worse. Stephen A. was because he was in LA covering all the games and stuff, right? This nigga showed up in the press box. He's like, I don't know how you got in. He's like, I told him I was with you. Just let this nigga walk in, bro. He had no press credentials. Nothing. He was in the press box with Stephen A.
Man, my nephew's be upset. Nigga, I should have called security in his name.
He doesn't have credentials. You pull a Christian Cage.
That's our shit. Fuck, he
No,
got
no,
that
no,
from
no.
us.
No. This shit is funny as hell. So he's sitting there. He's getting interviewed by Tony Schiavone, and he's got the TNT title. And his daughter comes on the screen, and he's like, what do you want? And she's like, can I hold the belt? He's like, no, go find your mother. And she goes off screen, and then he's like, security, escort her from the back. She doesn't have credentials. That shit had me dying. I was like, yo, that's his daughter, bro. What the fuck?
Call first.
This nigga's an
Call first.
asshole.
I'll do that. I swear to God, I'll do that with my nephews. I would send them downstairs, and as they're being escorted out the building, I'll tell them, as soon as you get downstairs, call me back, and I'll give you some tickets to come up here. We'll figure this out. But don't you ever use my name. Don't use my name to come up here. That's important.
You don't have credentials.
Don't do that. Yeah. We were using that way before Christian Cage was. I think I started doing it first.
Check my credentials.
Niggas like, wow, what credentials? Check them.
Check.
So you gotta do once you check them, you answer all your questions.
Oh shit! I was loving that shit. We sure was using that shit.
We was running rampant with that shit. Man, what the fuck, man? What the fuck going on, man? What's up? That bitch you told you need to check my credentials. The ID? Yeah, my credentials.
Niggas be coming up to you asking you shit. What makes you the authority on this shit? Nigga, you better clear my credentials. Nigga, what credentials? Yeah, you better check them, bro. Before you ask me that MS question, you finna ask me. Check my credentials, my nigga.
That's crazy.
I think this has been a productive episode.
Yeah.
We should wrap it up.
Yeah,
It's 11 o'clock.
I should have wrapped it up.
Damn.
I should have wrapped it up.
Damn!
Don't be for reference.
No, because on like on a personal level, like I wanted to be like prepared and ready, but nobody's ever prepared and ready, understandably. But I want to be more prepared. I wanted to be. I don't know how to say this. I wanted to be less unprepared and unready than I was. But yeah, we are gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Damn, there it goes again.
Damn!
That's what she said.
The ad-libs are crazy. It's like a who the fuck is that? Oh man, it's like a Tyler the Creator video. Ad-libs everywhere. Or Travis Scott.
Man, he's trying to. Was he going to do Astroworld again? They said over for the end, the Final Four.
I have no
It's like we didn't learn our first try.
He's gonna slap Cody Rhodes again. Bruise up his fucking face.
He's got a receipt coming. I'm sure of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we didn't learn in the Astroworld. Like they already had depths out of that. Why are we gonna recreate this?
Cody Rhodes and The Rock at Astroworld. It's gonna be bonkers.
As long as we don't go to Astroworld.
John Cena music drop.
Hey Chris, as long as we don't go to Astroworld, right? Because we're banned.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Field trip.
My
Senior
face got
trip.
all serious. What
Senior trip. We had a.
Harder Heights got banned for fucking Astroworld.
You didn't know we shut the place down?
We got banned from the park, bro.
That's gonna be in it for another episode right there. Where do we find you guys at?
Oh, you can find me on Google.
Yes, Google it.
You can find me on Ask Jeeves or AOL Instant Messenger.
You can find me on Netscape.
Netscape Navigator.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Java.
Hmm.
Good times. You can find me on. I can't think of old browser shit. I was trying to think of what. Kind of got me with Netscape Navigator. That's throwback. Yeah. Oh shit! I can't think of that note with that. Netscape. You can find me on a. Nah, that's too nerdy. I'm not gonna say that. Anyway,
AOL had a competitor. Who
On Reddit.
CompuServe. That was one. What was another one back then? There were a few. What?
MCI.
Had the original Sprint that had the TAC file. Like, why is the TAC involved with the phone company? I don't get this.
Good times.
Oh man. Oh, one last thing. I was watching the 1992. Actually, two last things are the same thing. 1992 New York Knicks versus Chicago Bulls.
Oh, that's a good game.
Great game. This man, Michael Jordan. I could be wrong, but I watched for like 30 minutes straight in one segment, one stretch. Man scored like 20 points, had like 6 rebounds.
It was a beast.
And 2 steals. I texted Real. I was like, bro, all this happened in 30 minutes.
I think it was a beast.
And they still had a fourth quarter left to go.
You telling me that just makes me think of the fucking Kevin Garnett story. When Michael smoked him and motherfucking old buddy. KG sitting there charging that fucking old dude, and Mike's sitting there listening. Oh, I ain't shit, huh?
Oh, he went on the scoring streak.
Yep. Said Mike.
He scored like 45 that game, right?
Yep. He said Mike went on a 15-point score.
He went on.
That didn't score shit.
Yeah, but he did it
Smoking
in such a
shells.
way, right, that it wasn't seen like, or like the points and the quarters added up.
Right.
It made 45.
He said by the time they got to the fourth quarter, KG got benched because they couldn't guard him. He's all tired and shit. Mind you, he's the younger player. Mike's sitting there on the side, fucking calling him out on the side, like, what, y'all tired?
Right.
Y'all can come back? No, you got it, Mike. You got it.
The second thing,
a long
Pete,
time now.
I happened to catch an internet commercial. I forgot internet had commercials back then.
Yeah. Which one did you see?
There was one that was like, with this new technology, what can the world become? We don't know what you can do with the internet. The possibilities are endless. Internet. I was like, we were so dumb back then.
Oh, I got one. It's not a dumb commercial, but it's kind of a dumb commercial.
I'm not saying it's a dumb commercial. Just saying we were dumb back then. What can we do with the internet?
I got sent a Wu-Tang mashup, right?
Mm.
And so I find the link on YouTube, send it to the person that DM'd me. And then I see in the suggested videos, Wu-Tang Game Boy commercial. I go, what? Click on it. RZA and ODB recorded a commercial for the Super Game Boy in the mid-90s. That shit is hilarious. It's fucking amazing. Man, what's this? Boom, boom! Super Game Boy! That shit was wild.
Oh, wow.
You can play this shit in colors. Well, I don't say shit, but you can play your favorite game in colors, yo.
Hey, yo, look. They got Tetris.
Like the new Donkey Kong. I was like, okay, you're talking about Donkey Kong. Okay, I like that game.
Then Pokemon came
Over 350 games.
Pokemon came out and changed handheld gaming forever.
Oh my gosh. But let's shut it down there. I'm going to send y'all the link to this shit. It's fucking great.
Yeah, dude. I gotta get up and I wonder if I get a controller for my laptop. My Chromebook. How about I just hit the Thank y'all for joining. It's been Karmic Dez and the crew. We are out. Dominate your day, dominate your night, whichever.